This started out as a plain denim jacket, but I used fabric applique and 2 different types of vinyl to create this design. If you're new here, hi, I'm Nadia and I create custom apparel and I show you just how you can do it. Let's jump into it.
First up, materials. This is a basic denim jacket. This is a size medium. It is not a typical denim jacket because it doesn't have as much paneling in the back, which is perfect for decorating. We're using Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. This fabric I got from Hobby Lobby. And for my vinyl, I'm using both Caesar Strip Flock Black and Caesar Easy Weed HTV. Now let's talk about the design. I have a front and a back design. This is the back, and then this is the front. Everything you see here was created in Cricut Design Space. My first font is BFC Football. That's for What a God Worship and the Highest Place. It's also for the Created with a Warp design. My second font is Santa Fe STD. And finally, for the patches on the front, I used the BFC Football as well. Here's how I created my patches. Each letter has an outline, but between the outline and the actual letter, there's space for the material to shine through. To do this, I'm just going to create an offset. This first offset represents how much of your material will show between this layer and the next layer of vinyl. I wanted a thin space, so I landed at 0.080. Then I hit apply. To track all my offsets, I changed the color to the color of the shirt, which is blue. Then I'm going to create another offset on top of that offset. This offset I'm going to do about 90 because I want the outline to be a little bit thicker. And then hit apply. I'm going to change that color to the color of my vinyl, which is white. For the next step, I'm going to move my top vinyl layer, which is the black. Now I'm going to select both my offset layers. So that's the blue and the white. Once selected, I'm going to hit sliced. This is going to cut the blue pea out of the white pea. Separating the layers, you can now see I have an outline. And if I place my top layer back in, that outline will shine. And then the blue again represents my shirt. So if I put that on top, you'll see the blue shine through. And that's it. I could delete the pea and I could delete the blue layer. Group my design together and I'm on to the next letter. I'm going to follow the same steps all over again on each of the letters. But for the sake of this video, I'm only going to show you the R. For the R, I'm actually going to color it gray because this is going to represent my fabric layer. Now here it is. Here's the back and the front for my design. Now it's on to getting everything cut. When doing fabric applique, you cut your fabric and the Ultra Hold at the same size for your design. The Ultra Hold has 2 sides. It's a rough side and a smooth side. You're placing the rough side on the back side of your fabric and pressing for 3 seconds. Once complete, I'm just cutting off all the excess and then I'm ready to place it on the mat for cutting. Once cut, you weed as normal. The letters are going to peel off of the back end and are ready to be pressed.
Now that everything is cut, let's get to pressing.
First things first, make sure you pre-press before pressing on your design. When pressing denim, I'm going to be using these pillows because there's a lot of pockets, ridges, and uneven surfaces. Our first temperature is going to be 315 degrees for 15 seconds. This is for all of my flock designs. I'm pressing all of those first because they don't really damage with multiple presses. This is a cold peel. If you're wondering where I got these pillows, they're from Amazon. I'll link them in the description below. Now on to my vinyl. This is for the Caesar Easy Weed. This is 250 degrees for 15 seconds. and this is a hot peel. For designs like this is why I love this Transpro Plus. This is a 16 by 20, so when my designs are long, it's fewer presses in between. All right, all done with the back. Let's start on the patches. I had to add another pillow under the R because it didn't press as evenly due to the pocket, so keep that in mind when pressing denim. Last but not least, our fabric layers. We're putting our heat press at 320 for 10 seconds on each press. You see me use a Teflon sheet every time. That's protecting all my other vinyl while I do this. Here's our final peel, all done.
And here is the finished product. Front and back. Only thing I probably would have did different, I could have made this a little bit larger, so next time I'll probably do that. But I kind of like how it turned out. I do love the felt, and you can't really see it on camera as well, but I like the dimension that it adds to the overall design. Otherwise, it would have all looked as flat as the eye, but playing around with different types of vinyl and different types of applique is my thing. And until I get my embroidery machine, vinyl, fabric applique, and all these different techniques are gonna be my friend. So if you love content like this and want to see more like it, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye!